Yeah, okay, so now that I'm done this, it just needed summer tires put on and a quick undercoat touch-up for the spring. So that's done. So now I can go back over here to my 76. And I don't want to hear in the comments that's not a 76. If you've seen the other video, you know the front end isn't a 76 front end. And I'll touch base on that later. But this truck just needs an oil change. The one heater hose needs to be replaced. And then batteries were completely dead this spring. I forgot to unhook them last fall. So hopefully it doesn't need new batteries, but if it does, it does. And then last thing after that is just rotate the tires, because the front ones are starting to get a bit choppy. Back ones are like brand new, so we'll do that and hopefully have her out on the road before long. This truck here is also pretty much ready to go. I changed the oil, fixed the heater hose that was leaking. I need to rotate the tires now and just check the rest of the fluids, and then she'll be ready to go for the summer. Right when you think you're about to get something done, I was just finishing up rotating the tires. Thought I'd check front end real quick, and I don't know if you can see that, but that is really loose. So we're gonna have to pull the hub apart, see what's going on. So update on the 76. I tore that wheel bearing apart, and the bearings on that truck are similar to a trailer bearing, so what the situation was with that truck was it was just a bit loose, so you could tighten it up. But when I pulled it apart, I also noticed the grease was real dirty, and then as further inspection went, the one bearing was kind of chewed up. That's not why it was loose, but that still needed to be replaced, so I got new seals, new inner and outer bearings, and we'll get to that here shortly, replacing those. Also, the batteries were fine. I cleaned up those terminals. They were pretty corroded, and now it's running and starting fine, so that's awesome. So I pulled the sensor out of the 2010 engine. It went right there above the crankshaft. There's the sensor. And then I checked on the new engine, which is out of a 2008, and it does not have a spot on the timing cover for that sensor. So to put that sensor in, I'm going to have to replace the timing cover, and then I don't know if the camshaft will be the same or not either. I don't think it will be, so I'm hoping I can just loop the two wires from the sensor back to itself and feed it kind of a false reading. So I went out and I picked up some new wheels for the 2010. So that'll be looking quite a bit better. We'll get those thrown on within the next couple days. We just got back from a 4-hour round trip, and we picked up this beauty. Only paid $100 for her. Needs a bit of work, but can't find them anywhere, so I was quite happy with that. So final update for the 84 is these engine mounts. These are special engine mounts for an LS to go in. So it's supposed to move your engine 3 inches farther to the front of the truck, and then when it's all bolted on and everything, they should sit right in place in the truck as if it's meant to be there. I got these from a company in the States. I can't pronounce it, but that's kind of their name and their logo there. So that's kind of it for this week. It was kind of a shorter video, not quite as detailed or working on as much stuff as I'd like to, but stay tuned. I'm hopefully next week we'll be back actually working on stuff more in the videos. I'm just still trying to get caught up from that engine blowing.